All right, it's Monday, guys. Getting ready to bring you some content. Running a little bit behind, halfway through the day. Not most of the day's gone, but a lot of it is. Stay tuned. Got an alley to bring you, a couple other things.
Thanks.
Back again.
That's a wrap.
We out. All right, guys, got the 350Z out of the showroom over there. Just FaceTime with a customer. I think we're going to be able to work something out on this. Hopefully, been playing back and forth with a bunch of questions answered, and I think we got something good. There goes my papers that I thought was going to be easy. All right, but behind us we do have a Denali that just came in. That we can see, guys, we do make mistakes. We're live. Things happen. But this Denali is a really nice looking local truck. Just had everything color matched on it. Brian and Daniel up at the shop took care of the tires and the wheels. It's got about a 3-inch kit on it. It's got kryptonite upper control arms, new shocks, ball joints. Just like with everything, we checked this truck over, and when we shook it down, it needed a ton of front end stuff done to it that most would have just licked it and sticked it and put it out on the road. Can't do that. So went over the truck, did everything it needed, got brand new tires and wheels, brand new upper control arms, and all the other stuff. We'll bring you a whole video on this one shortly. But here's the subject for today's video. I'll try to put some stuff on top of these so they don't blow away, so that it makes a little sense for you. There we go. Should have done it in the office. I knew we should have. I figure it's a beautiful day out here today, so we wanted to suck up the sunshine. So we have a lot of people. Two parts to this video. One I didn't print. So our common thing is we got customers that come to us all the time, buy, sell, trade, regulars. Have a lot of people like, I had one guy call Saturday it was. We were out at a show. We got some stuff to bring you guys about that too. But he said, I think I'm really ready to get rid of my truck. Well, he called about a year ago, almost exactly when I went back to my text message. Text me. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to take much of a loss, you know, whatever. It was a fairly new Super Duty. So I quoted him some numbers, and I still had it, thankfully, in my text where I went back. And again, almost a year later, and he's ready to do it now. So he's like, I hope the figures are pretty close to what they were before. So I pull all the numbers up, and lo and behold, they're about, it's either $15,000 or $18,000 less. He hadn't driven the truck much. But that's how much the late model truck market has dipped. Now you'll see we've transitioned to a lot of different things, a whole lot of commercial stuff and a whole lot of classic stuff. And you don't see as much of the new late model stuff. I hate not selling that stuff, guys. I hate it. I love having 2025 models sitting here. I love having the late model stuff. Guys would much prefer to come to me than the hustle bustle at the new car dealership, spending a whole day to buy a car when you can buy a car truthfully in 15, 20 minutes. Start to finish, unless there's financing involved. Even then, the paperwork side is still only 15, 20 minutes. So that's part of this video. I should have printed that out because I had what's called MMR. It's Manheim Market Report. It's basically the Bible these days. It is the go-between of NADA and Black Book and all these other things. It's real time. And most vehicles have depreciated a lot. This was a single rear wheel Super Duty as an example. And again, you can go to Ford and get them. They got plenty of them. The problem is when they throw incentives and 0% and all these other things, it really screws the price point up. So it's hard for us to adjust to that. And even though, again, I'd love, like during COVID days, we had so much new late model inventory. That's my favorite thing to sell because it's nice, it's fresh, it smells good. But unfortunately, those times are changed, they're gone. So here's another thing that we get a lot, and I want to explain this to you because we also do consignments, and customers are like, well, how come I can't get this or how come I can't get that? So let me show you some numbers, just in black and white. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is taking the same dollar amount. We're not hiding anything here. I'm just trying to keep it from blowing away. Let's just call it an $80,000 truck. Financed at 0% interest 1111. Same $80,000 truck at 6% interest. Same 6 years, $1,325. 80,000 might be $1 million to you guys. 80 might be cheap. I don't know. We have all walks of life on this channel. That's the cool thing. But let's just call a nice, fairly new truck at 80. If the dealer can do it for 0, and it's technically used, and your interest rate is 6, that's a big difference. So one more comparison here that I just wanted to show. Same 0%, $100,000 for the same payment. So in essence, you can buy $20,000 more truck for almost the same payment between interest and 0. That's where the big deal comes in. That's where the huge deal comes in. Because customers come in and they look at a late model truck, and if the dealer's showing it for 0, the payment's so much less. So when a customer brings me a late model truck and says, oh, a new one's 90, I'll take 70. It's the same. And that's why pre-COVID, throw COVID out the window, pre-COVID, that's why everybody said you would lose so much when you buy a new vehicle and it depreciates. There's the facts right there. You would have to take the same truck, let's just use the ones we got in front of us. You'd have to sell a $100,000 truck for less than 80 for it to even be a good deal. Now you got to think about that. It takes a minute to compute that. But it's the same payment. You can go to the dealer, maybe not right this second, maybe last month, maybe next month, depends on what dealer you're dealing with, depends on what Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Nissan, Toyota, what they're putting out there. But when they put these incentives in place and they're doing rebates and all these other things, it makes a very, very late model vehicle very hard to obtain. Now people say, well, I'm just gonna pay cash. It really doesn't matter in this equation, because even if you're paying cash, you could get it for 0. Why wouldn't you use somebody else's money for 0? You don't want to get yourself in over your head like that, because I have had people say, dang, I went to the dealer and I bought that $80,000 truck and I could have paid cash, but I didn't. Then they come and they still owe 70 and it's worth 50. So then they are upside down. So that's an unfortunate situation. Always encourage you to pay cash if you can. But people always have had a hard time, and I've been wanting to put this on paper for a long time to show the difference of how much difference interest rate makes. The other reason I'm bringing this up is we have a lot of people that go out and buy UTVs, ATVs, side-by-sides. And when you go to the dealer and buy one, you can just walk in. As long as you got good credit, you can walk away with one. You can get it, sign for it. You get a $300, $400, $500 payment, whatever the number is, and you go ride. You can take that same unit, almost brand new, and try to sell it used. And people are always like, how come I can't sell it? How come I can't sell it? It's because you're not offering what the dealer offers. You have to have somebody bring you cash, full cash, to buy it. Whereas they walk in there, they can get extended warranties, they can get delayed 60 days to first payment. There's so many things the dealer can do and will do to make the sale of a new one. So guys, that is what hurts buying something then getting rid of it right away. During COVID, it didn't hurt but so bad. Some people even made money. Matter of fact, I had lots of customers with Corvettes and Broncos and Super Duties that literally bought them and decided the wife didn't like it, it didn't fit in the garage, they shouldn't have bought a sports car in the wintertime. So many mistakes people made, and they actually came out better. Those times are all gone. They're absolutely all gone, unless you're buying some Ferrari or some kind of Bugatti or something that's so limited numbers, you're not going to profit going to buy something new and getting rid of it right away. And here's proof on a high-end vehicle, it takes $20,000 difference to compare of how much you're going to have to lose. And that's a big number. So again, that might not make sense to a lot of guys, might have lost a lot of y'all already, but in the scheme of things, that's a huge amount of difference. Huge difference. That's a whole nother car payment difference. But that's just the real world. That's how finances works. You guys know we don't do a ton of financing. We'll help you with whatever you need, but it's not a big push for us because I don't like seeing people in these bad situations and upside down any more than they have to be. Most of it's self-inflicted. They do it to themselves, but these are different times that we're living in. Watch your numbers. If you're gonna buy something new, make sure you are happy with it. because if you're not, you have a tough time getting out of it without rolling negative equity or without losing a ton of money. So thanks guys, hope that was informative. Video on this Denali coming very shortly. Thanks.